So you're thinking of moving to El Camino Real in Irvine, California. Well, in this video, we're going to go over the pros and cons, the good and the bad, beautiful and the ugly of living, working, playing, owning a home in El Camino Real in Irvine, California. You'll want to check out our other videos. We have videos on Huntington Beach and Santa Ana, Newport Coast, Crystal Cove, the luxury golf course community of Shady Canyon. We have Northwood, North Park, a lot of videos. Let's get to it. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, owning a home in Irvine, California, you come to the right channel. Do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications so we can notify you the next time we upload a new video on Irvine, California and surrounding communities. Hi, my name is Bruce Clark. I'm a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker. Been doing this more than 17 years and absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to make a move in the next 5 days, 50 days, or further out, give us a call. Shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California and surrounding community. All right, let's talk about the pros and cons of El Camino Real in Irvine, California. So the first pro is price. El Camino Real is one of the lowest priced communities in all of Irvine. They have low HOA or in some cases no HOA. They don't have any Mello-Roos. There's no Mello-Roos in any home in El Camino Real. So big pro. The con is, number one, it's going to be the age of the homes. Built anywhere from the mid 1960s. Most of the homes, maybe up to late part of 1970. Anything that's current, let's say 1990 forward, it was a flip, a rehab. It's not a new home. From the builder, now it could be a new home as far as they took it down to a stud and pretty much everything else is new. But you're not going to find new homes here generally in El Camino Real. You'll find them in Orchard Hills, you'll find them in Portola Springs, you'll find them some other places. Certainly we've got the Great Park, but you're not going to find new homes in El Camino Real. So that's number one. The pros and cons, also the homes, the lots are a little larger. It's not unusual to find, I would say the homes on a single family home are between 4,500 to 6,500 square feet. So it's considered a larger lot for most of the homes here in Irvine. Certainly as you're rolling over into Orchard Hills, you can have a 4,500 square foot home on a 5,500 square foot lot. They just don't have a lot available. A lot of these homes have 2-car garages. It's unusual to see a 3-car garage in most places in Irvine, unless you're looking at certainly Shady Canyon and some of the Toll Brothers communities. You can have some 3, maybe a 4-car garage, Hidden Canyon, Great Park, and Orchard Hills. But for the most part, 2-car garages. You don't find winding driveways in El Camino Real. It's pretty straightforward. You park a couple cars in a driveway, and you have a 2-car garage, typically that faces the front. So a very straightforward design and layout. Home-wise, you're looking at a maximum of approximately 3,100 square feet. Anything over 3,100 square feet, what has happened, and we've seen some people that bought single-level homes, and they've added a level, and that's how you get up to 3,100 square feet. But for the most part, from the builder, you were looking at maybe 2,300 square feet, about 2,400 square feet. We sold one over on Common Street that was a good size. It was a 6-bedroom, a natural 6-bedroom. Builder option was to have a 5 bedrooms and then a bonus room. So that's what you're getting home-wise. The architecture, more traditional architecture. You don't have the Provence. You don't have the Santa Barbara like you'd see elsewhere. Certainly, again, you're just not going to get any new homes over there. Great location, considered to be in the more northern part. I mean, I would say kind of the middle north part of Irvine. You're not far from the 405. You're really not that far from the 5 freeway. Here's a problem for some. You've got the railroad tracks are passing through as you're going through Deerfield and some other areas. Custom fields. You also have railroad tracks that impact the sound. But as you're in Heritage Park, some of the streets, some of the homes and alleys pretty much butt up against the 5 freeway. So, and the 405 is not that far, so you're going to have road noise from some of the homes. It's just endemic to El Camino Real. Deerfield, there's the train tracks, and you back up to the train tracks in Deerfield. The Heritage Park's going to be the 5 freeway, and then you've got the railroad tracks. The 405 as you get closer towards, certainly as you get closer towards West Park in that area. So you're going to have road noise from a lot of the homes. It's not going to be objectionable for many people. You're going to have it. So those are the first pros and cons I can think of. Price-wise, you can get a single-family home in El Camino Real for anywhere from the 800s and up. So price-wise, it's an exceptional price value for Irvine. A lot of the homes, since they were built in the 60s and 70s, will probably need some work. Most of them aren't going to have granite. Most of them are going to have air conditioning. Not all of them do. Heritage Park HPIP and some homes over in Deerfield and Woodbridge, which are all based on the same floor plan. Some original Irvine Pacific builds here in Irvine. They're not going to have air conditioning, central air. They're not going to have central heat and in-wall heaters. So again, 500, 600,000. You might not have central AC and you might not have central heat. Something to consider. For the most part, it's not that big a deal for most people. It's just not. They get a wall air conditioner. They get a space heater. However, if you're looking for central air, central heat, you're probably going to be a single family home or townhouses that are right now running in the 700,000 and up. One of the homes we looked at, you'll want to watch our map video and listen and watch our vlog, because one of the homes we go to is in Heritage Park. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-level condo, and they have central air, central heat. It's right around 800,000. So, talk about designs. Let me come back to design for a second. We have some single-level homes. Not something you see in a lot of the new homes. However, in El Camino Real, it's not uncommon to have single-level home. If you don't have an HOA, or even if you do, but certainly if you don't have an HOA, it's a lot easier to add on, because all you have to do is get city permission through the permit process. And you'll want to do that because if it's not recorded, then it doesn't really count per se. The appraiser won't count it, the assessor. If you're having work done on a home, make certain that you get the permits, and certainly if you're talking about plumbing and electrical and some major work, that's a big deal when you go to sell the home. So no HOA, easier to build second level, 1,200 square foot home. You might be able to add 600 to 800 square feet. Good value. Values right now you're looking at $600 to $700 a square foot. If you can build or add on for $230 to $300 a square foot, you've added value. That's something that we help our clients with. So that's something a lot of people have been doing. So location, again, you're kind of the northern part. You're not far from the 405 to 5. You can be in Huntington Beach. You can be in Laguna Beach, approximately 45 minutes to the 2, 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to Newport Beach, Corona Del Mar, Newport Coast. Add an extra 5 to 10 minutes. So within 45 minutes, you're just a huge number of things. You got a lot of shopping nearby. You've got great parks. You got the Heritage Park. We've been recording and check our quote unquote B-roll. We have a lot of cool videos of the El Camino Real area. We've got the Heritage Park. We've got the Heritage Plaza. We've got shopping. You're not far from Irvine Spectrum. You're not far from the Heritage Plaza. You're not far from the marketplace, Tustin Marketplace, Irvine Marketplace. A lot of shopping, a lot of entertainment nearby. Gas stations. You can be at a gas station within 10 minutes. They've got Chevrons and some others. So hospitals, great, not far. There's a lot of urgent care centers. You've got the big hospitals just off the 405 freeway. Again, not far at all. So a lot of pros. But there are also some cons and things to consider. The schools, Schools are good. They're older. They're not as highly rated as you'll find over the newer developments. Certainly, you've got Uni High. You've got some new things over Great Park. You've got some new things over Orchard Hills. So though they're good schools, they're not as highly rated as you'll find in the newer communities here in Irvine. But you don't have the Mello-Roos. And the Mello-Roos is that infrastructure bond we've talked about in a lot of other videos. Someone needs to pay for all the developments and all the new things, all the infrastructure improvements, and they do that through the Mello-Roos district, the Mello-Roos bond. You don't have that in any home in the El Camino Real. Total of 21 neighborhoods. So it really gives you a lot of diversity when you're looking to buy a home. A lot of things you can do to the homes. There's what we find is that the big pro for El Camino Real, not just the price, not just location. A lot of them have a community feel. These are people that have owned the homes for many years. They've raised their kids there. They get out. They enjoy the neighborhood. You see kids playing. You see people walking around. And that's not something we see in all Irvine communities, certainly the newer communities. As you get up in the price, $5 and $6 million homes in Orchard Hills or the Great Park. A lot of people, when they come in, they go through the big garage and the big mouth, so to speak. They're the garage and they shut the doors, and then they have their pools, and the kids end up cocooning because they have all the rooms. They have the game rooms. They have a home theater. So there's not as much community feel in some of the other communities. However, in El Camino Real, it's a wonderful community. Irvine, one of the safest cities in America. Past 16 years, the FBI has rated them the safest city for its size in all the United States. So weather averages 75 degrees, 300 days a year, you have sunshine. Absolutely phenomenal. So that's a wrap up for the pros and cons. There's a lot of pros. There's also cons to owning, living, working here in El Camino Real in Irvine, California. And we hope you've enjoyed the video. So whether you're looking to make a move in the next 5 days or 50 days, we'd love to work with you. Give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. We'd love to help you make a smooth move to Irvine, California and surrounding communities.